Good morning, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Canvas Stadium, the normal stopping grounds of the CSU Rams. But today, it plays host to the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Tournament, and we've got some fun games on our hands, starting with the Roadrunners of Metro State University taking on the Bobcats of Montana State. Should be a lot of fun, and we're glad you could be with us today. Christian Saya is here on the broadcast, along with our fabulous production team at Stream It Sports, as well as our gracious host, CSU Lacrosse. A big thanks to them for making this production possible today. Kicking off a jam-packed weekend of lacrosse, and we've got a handful of teams all fighting for a chance to punch their ticket to the national tournament, as well as being named among the top 16 teams in the country. And what that means is that all the games you're seeing out here this weekend are single elimination games. That means it's going to be a lot of high-intensity lacrosse happening out on the field. The two teams going head-to-head to start this morning, though, Montana State and Metro State, both come into this match off a successful regular season. We're going to start with the Roadrunners of Metro. They have a 5-2 division record, and they're 6-3 overall so far this season, but they've got some explosive speed on that attack, and they've also bringing some solid local talent that they're bringing out to Canvas Stadium. That's going to be fun to watch. But on the other side, for Montana State, they come into this match with a commanding 12-1 record. Their only loss so far this season came in just the second game of the year against St. Thomas. So they have a lot of success that they're building off of and hoping to continue that forward as they come into this morning's match. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're just minutes away from the opening faceoff, so don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament getting underway right here on FanView TV.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How was it? Is it good?
Well, it could not be a more picture-perfect Friday morning for some college lacrosse right here at Canvas Stadium in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado, and we are just about ready to get underway with our first matchup of the day. It's the Metropolitan State University Roadrunners taking on the Montana State Bobcats, and we'll take a look at the records for these two teams and talk about Montana State first as you see them, or excuse me, Metro State first as you see them taking the field right now. On your right, Metro State 6-3 so far this season, a pretty good record overall. In conference, they were 5-2. Those two losses coming earlier in the year for them, and they are hoping to, they're hoping to bring some of that recent momentum. A 15-9 win against Utah Tech and a 21-16 win over Colorado School of Mines earlier as well. That's going to be a good start for them as the two teams are talking right now at midfield. Let's take a look at Montana's record coming into this one, and a very impressive record for Montana as they bring in a 12-1 record so far this season, 7-0 in conference play. And as I mentioned earlier in the Open, their only loss of the year so far this season went against St. Thomas in the second game of play. Everything else since that has been perfect. A 22-9 victory, a commanding victory for them against Mines and Utah State recently as well, as they get ready for the face-off. And we are just about ready to get underway as the ball is commanded now by, looks like Montana State still fighting for it, and then the Roadrunners end up coming up with it, and they're going to start with it as they bring it back and reset, getting ready behind the net. As I mentioned earlier as well, the Roadrunners bringing in some good attackers into this one, as Ryan Carlson, one of those guys who can lead the charge for them. With it up around the edge as they're going to fling it off into the corner. That's Travis Larkins around the edge, now behind the net, and now they're going to make a play. Going underneath, and a good stop inside the net for Montana State, and they will take the first possession and go on attack. Montana with Ethan Zwicky in the goal for them. He's had a very good season so far for the Bobcats. Bobcats on attack as Jonathan has it up on the edge near the 30. And he's going to throw it up in the center towards Dexter Tedesco. And around, taking some time to just adjust and get everything set. Not in too much of a hurry here yet. Surveying this defensive setup right now for the Roadrunners. Now they look like they're going to try to make something happen here. Still taking some time on the edge. And now we've got a rush coming up the middle. And around, Dexter Tedesco sticking with it, and a shot wide left of the net. Matt Bess with his first shot on goal. And it goes out the backside. Pass up in the middle. And that little floater right there was blocked out of the net by the goal miner and thrown up forward. And now Denver with a good chance on attack here, going up near midfield. So two good shots there for the Roadrunners as the whistle is blown by the officials. As you see a look of just how nice this day has turned into. We got a penalty, and we'll have a man advantage as 1 minute slashing call for Montana State. So a man advantage for the Roadrunners. Roadrunners with possession. Ryan Carlson with it up at the top, passing it off on the corner on the edge and around on the side. Carlson still playing out of point. Carlson with it, just surveying the field. Gives it off, and the shot wide left for Braden Peters, and that will roll out. Looks like Riley Manette got a tip on that one to get it out of the zone. Pass around the edge right now. And the defense trying to hold off, still in a man advantage. 1 minute was the man advantage on the penalty. Around the middle, some space, and shot and goal. Metro strikes first with Ryan Carlson, coming in from center to get that shot near the crease and make it a 1-0 start here in this first quarter.
Goal, Metro State, number 2, Ryan
The senior,
Assist, number 17,
6 foot from Centennial, Colorado, getting the first goal of the game. As you take a look at that replay, live replays and sponsor support of Colorado State men's lacrosse in the 2023 Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament are courtesy of Obee's in Fort Collins. Thank you for that look on a live replay of Ryan Carlson's nice shot on goal. 1-0 right now as Montana State looking to answer. Good block in the net there for Jake Downing. Now some physical play around the edge as Montana State regains possession. Trying to come around for a little scoop shot, and it's wide left by Jonathan Sorrell, and it'll be out. 2 good shots on goal, though, for Montana to answer off the goal from Metro. Montana State regroups. Dexter using his legs to get inside the crease, and a good hit laid down by, that looks like that was on the edge. Dexter coming through the middle, and the shot is good up the center, and just like that, Montana State strikes back with a goal of their own, answering for the goal off Metro. Makai Davis with the goal, his first of the game, and it's 1-1. A lot of physical play near the crease, and it created some separation. Makai able to reach up and get that ball there as you see him drop it. And then a good hit there on the edge by Vernon Lucas. And that's what led to the goal. Austin Neubauer with it now. Taking it up on the edge, giving it off to Jonathan Sorrell. And Sorrell behind the corner. Makai Davis, he just scored the first goal for the Bobcats. Matt Bess playing around the perimeter. Man behind the net. Just waiting for an opening here, surveying where they want to go, and an errant pass goes wide and over, and it'll be a turnover, and the Roadrunners will take possession on that pass that went over the head of the intended target. Chase Egan with the pass. So now the Roadrunners with an opportunity here. Physical play as Gavin Ovitt trying to hold on to that ball, and that one gets just bullied out of him. Montana State keeping with it, and they turn it over on another bad pass. And right now these two teams just trying to scoop it and get it to an open man. Metro comes away with it, and they'll bring it up to their side of the field. So they go on the attack now. August Liviers passing it around to Ryan Carlson, and behind. They circle the net, bringing it back up top. Still floating out around the edge. And all the way back to Joseph Machado. Machado trying to make a move now, going inside, looking for someone up near the crease. He can't find it, so he pulls back out. Shot is blocked. Good save there for Montana State. And a good shot on goal, too. Riley Minette was ready and got his mask in front of it. Double team coverage there as the ball squeaks out and is recovered. Travis Larkin around the edge, and he'll send it wide. Shot inside, and a nice little drop there by Minette to keep it in front of the goal. And Minette's going to leave the crease to recover and set up a pass. Good play there by Minette. A couple good shots on goal. Now Montana State sending it wide and over the head of their intended target, and it will be Roadrunner ball. Going the other way. Thomas Lewin's Horsey Actually, excuse me, that was Mackay Davis who was closest to it. Roadrunners will set up a play here. A little bit of motion from the netminder going up the middle. And the pass is mishandled, but recovered by the Roadrunners. Both these two teams just trying to kind of settle in here in this first quarter. There's a good pass and a good catch there on the edge by number 8 of the Roadrunners, Gabe Adams. Adams all the way around, and Carlson will have it. He has the 1 goal so far for Metro. Roadrunners going on attack. Shot through, and it's blocked by a defender inside. A long stick got a pull on it. And back up top for the Roadrunners. Some stick play in the middle and pushed out around the edge. The Roadrunners still in possession. Trying to kind of find that edge, getting across, and that pass, that shot I should say, is wide left. No play on it was the netminder. They reset. Kind of a corner edge shot is no good. Far to the left, and it will be Montana State ball. So good job there by Ethan Zwicky in net. Really just not allowing the Roadrunners to get a good shot on goal there. And the defense playing strong too. Montana State looking for a chance now to go up 2-1. Around the backside of Will Patterson. Patterson has it and will send it up top. Billy now with it, goes across. They circle the net once, and now they're going to try to make a move. Patterson tries to find the center. He's got a crease behind the head. Shot on goal is good, but a flag is down. And we'll see what the call is. A beautiful shot there behind the head by Will Patterson.
Montana State University, 0, Will Patterson.
But the goal should still count, so it'll be 2-1. And the officials give it a moment as we take a look here at the Obee's replay. Beautiful behind the head shot there by Will Patterson. And the goal counts, 2-1. So the face-off coming up at the 50. Tipped through, and Montana State will take it. That's exactly the spark that they needed to get on top of this one. And it was a slashing penalty on the Roadrunners, just to give you an update on that. A one-man advantage right now for Montana State. That penalty called on number 21, August Liviers. So Montana State with it in possession on attack. They're trying to make it a 3-1 lead, and they do. Perfect shot in the corner crease for Jonathan Sorrell, and it's 3-1 Montana State. So the penalty came back to hurt the Roadrunners, as it is 3-1 now. And the penalty came on the same play that Montana State scored from. So not only did they get the score, they got the penalty, come back and score again. It's 3-1 as you take a look at the Obee's replay here. A nice little shot there from Sorrell. Montana commands the face-off. It's their third face-off win from the middle. And they're going to slow it down with Mackay up near the 35. Mackay all the way across to the top, and the Roadrunners, they need some defense right now if they want to get back into this one. Down by 2 here early in the first. 5.5 minutes remaining. A low pass is recovered by Patterson. And around the top, Montana taking their time to find a lane, and now they are going to go for it, and a nice block on the tip. But Montana keeps possession, fakes the shot, and Mackay's going to back off. Up near the middle and around the edge for Mackay once again. Mackay going one-on-one. He's going to throw a left-handed shot. One-timer is no good, over the net. He had Patterson there to pick it up. Patterson jukes around, trying to scoop it, and scores. Patterson with his second goal of the first. A wraparound shot, making it 4-1 for Will Patterson. I mean, that must be the hardest shot to defend against, just because you're trying to keep him in your eyesight. He comes around and can just whip it to either corner of the net with that kind of accuracy. And right now the Roadrunners need to pick up a face-off win here. They've lost the last 3 straight, and they're trying to get that one under control, and just being bombarded at the 50. And a lot of contact there, no whistle. Ball still on the ground. Montana State coming through, and the Roadrunners still can't get a hold of it. And now Montana State finally comes up with it, and a whistle blows on the corner. And it looks like that'll be a penalty on Montana State. And actually, it will just be a reset. So the Roadrunners with it, with the possession. A nice defensive play there for Montana State, getting it. We got a breakaway going, 2-on-1, shot up and score. The shot and score for Jonathan Sorrell as he poked the ball away on the attack, got the ball back. And a timeout coming right now for the Roadrunners as Montana, a dominating start here with under 4 minutes remaining in the first. As we take a look at this one, just a beautiful shot on that breakaway. And a commanding start right now for the Roadrunner, or for the Bobcats. We're going to step aside, take a break, and we'll come back with more lacrosse after this. Welcome back to Canvas Stadium. Just wanted to give you guys a reminder that live replays and sponsor support of Colorado State men's lacrosse and the 2023 Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament are courtesy of Obee's in Fort Collins. Fresh subs, salads, and soups from a local shop where good food means good mood. Obee's is 2 miles east of Canvas Stadium, right down Prospect at LeMay. Face-off coming right now, and Montana State wins it. They're up 5-1 over Metro as the Roadrunners took a timeout to regroup. They were struggling to gain command of possession. Felt like Montana State was just getting all the shots on goal that they were looking for and holding on to that possession. I hadn't seen the Roadrunners really hold the possession in about 5 minutes. And that called for a timeout for them to regroup. Right now, Montana State, though, with another possession here, holding on to it as they circle the net a few times. Patterson with 2 goals for them. And Sorrell with a shot and a good save made on the edge in the goal by Jake Downing. That pass goes out and given to Montana State. So those are those little minor plays that the Roadrunners looking to get control of here. We got a good save on net by Downing. Just couldn't quite get it back the other way. The Roadrunners did start with the first goal of the period, of the quarter, but since then have been silent. Montana State closing that circle as they come around and whip it from the corner, and it's good. In for the goal is Billy Diffley, and Montana State adds to their lead. And that was a shot from the left side by Diffley. 6-1 Montana State. The Bobcats are rolling right now here in Fort Collins. Diffley just got some extension on that pole and slung it from that far side. And not much of a chance there for Downing after Downing made a good save on the last shot on goal. Couldn't quite catch up to that one. And another controlled possession right now for Montana State. Mackay with it. Mackay with the goal. I think the first goal of this match for Montana State was from Mackay. He gives it to Dexter, and Dexter sends it up on the corner to Matt. Dexter with it, and now he's putting some pressure on the defense as he throws it behind the net. And they try to find a cutter, and that pass was wide right. That would have been a great opportunity there for a nice little inner pass. And we've got a man down up near the 20 for the Roadrunners. Didn't quite see what happened. That was Gavin Ovitt who's down. And he is up on his own power, but is definitely shaken up as he exits the field.
I was going to say the bench.
Tariq Guidry is coming in to replace him as he needs some help off. We've seen some physicality here in this first quarter between these two teams, and a couple early penalties as well called on some of those physical plays. And that one, no penalty call, just a unfortunate play for him. Hope he's okay as that shot goes in and out of the net and scooped up by Jake in the goal. Downing throws it on the edge, and the Roadrunners looking for their first true possession on attack in a good few minutes. Trying to keep it moving, and that pass goes off to the edge, but a little follow-up there by Ryan Carlson. He holds on to the only goal of the game for the Roadrunners. And now MSU has control of it and trying to take advantage. Carlson throws one in there and slings it across on the one-timer all the way over and into the bleachers. I like that attack, though, by Carlson, seeing the lane and putting a shot out. Roadrunners coming around and back out to reset. Braden Peters with it. Peters, this is that physical play I was talking about. Peters trying to catch the edge. He just can't get there. Fakes the handoff and dishes it around to Carlson. Carlson scoops the center and up the middle. That speed there coming up on the corner. Carlson with it. Doesn't have enough edge, trying to get through, and it looks like a penalty's coming. And the whistle actually was just blowing. So they're going to turn it over to Montana State. Montana State with it now, pushing, and Metro couldn't quite get a shot off there at the end of that one. Giving it back to the Bobcats. And you see how quickly the Bobcats were able to just push that ball up the field. Pass going wide across. And some cutting near the middle. A block made and sticks dropped on the corner. Clock ticking down at the end of the first. That last shot on goal is no good. And the end of the first is blown down at the whistle. 6-1 the score. Montana, although Metro struck first on the first goal. It has been all Montana State since then. We're going to step aside for a quarter break, and when we come back, we've got the second quarter of action here at Canvas Stadium. Welcome back to Canvas Stadium here on this beautiful Friday morning. Montana State and Metro State going head-to-head to kick off our Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference tournament. And the first game of this Friday morning, 6-1 Montana State with a commanding lead here as they get set for the second quarter of action. And the Roadrunners desperately need some goals to get back into this game. Montana State commanding another good face-off, and they push the pressure up, and it is out on that backside. Good shot there. And you see that aggressive attack coming from the Bobcats as they reset with 70 seconds on the play clock. Montana State does a good job of really kind of managing their possessions, not rushing it too much, but knowing when to really drive in towards the crease. Getting some good shots on goal as they decide to drive in here, but then push it around the back. Up on the edge, that's Chase Egan. Vernon with it. Vernon trying to find a lane. Goes off onto the edge, now up through the middle. Shot on goal is good. And Sorrell's second goal, and his first in the second quarter. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. They take their time. They kind of keep the ball around that perimeter and just waiting for that opportunity to push it up the middle. And Serrell finding that lane on the corner, pushing it through. And Montana State really loves those kind of corner shots, making it very challenging for Jake Downing in the net. The Roadrunners struggling to get possession off the face-off. That ball still loose on the ground. Montana finally scoops it up. These battles for face-off have been a challenge for the Roadrunners, and Montana has come up with this one again. So Montana State pushing up the pressure up near the Mountain West logo and around. Serrell with it now, coming off his second goal of this match. Carlson also with 2 goals, but this one's up to Patterson and to Carlson. And back up top, Caden Kinney. Up through the middle, Kinney with it now. And Carlson fakes the one-timer, goes in the middle, shoots it wide left, and off the back of the net behind the end zone. And they'll reset with 35 seconds on the play clock. Carlson now has to push it a little bit. Shoots underneath on the bounce. And it's wide. Looked like it might have tipped a little bit of that net there, but officials do not call a goal. And Downing with it, throws it up the middle, trying to get the Roadrunners back on attack, and that pass is mishandled. Kind of a low pass, as they got a long stick on it. And now Searle will find his way around the backside of the net for a play. Carlson and Searle playing catch with it. 7-1 the score. 6 of those goals came in the first. Searle up the middle. Patterson, a nice easy assist there from Searle to Patterson. And the shot on goal is good. Make it 8-1 Montana State, and the Roadrunners playing from their heels right now, struggling to protect their goal, their netminder, as Downing is getting a shot on goal every few minutes. We'll take a look here from the Obee's replay. Searle with a nice pass, centered it around the crease, and Patterson just had to figure out where he wanted to shoot that one for the goal. Face off up the middle. Ball is floating around, and it's out on the turf, and it is in possession of the Bobcats. Little one pop. And good D covered there by Metro, but a whistle is blown. Montana State with it around the edge as they circle the net. Up top and over the corner, and all the way to the start. Bobcats just trying to add to their lead at this point. Patterson, good coverage there, trying to get the poke. And Vernon flings it around the edge. Searle with it, trying to find that lane in the center, and his hook is no good. Tipped out by Jake Downing, who's been just completely scattered with shots in this last quarter and a half. Full pressure put on by Patterson there on D. And Metro throws it up, and now they have an attack. Metro on the attack, trying to find a little bit of the edge, trying to find someone coming up the middle, and that pass goes down and underneath. And it will be Montana State on the possession now. That's a mistake there, as they had possession, working to get a shot off, and couldn't quite get a shot off before that one was thrown out. Now another opportunity for the Bobcats. The Bobcats up and around, and they are resetting with a minute on the play clock. A little spin move put on there. Montana State running through the middle. Caden Kinley with some speed. Went up to Carlson. Excuse me, that's Dexter. And now to Patterson. Patterson floats it through the middle, and a good block there, and save made by Jake Downing. That ball gets slapped out of the net and scooped up by Montana, or attempted to be scooped up. Still on the ground, rolling away. And Montana still has it. Caden Kinney over on the edge, through the middle. Searle, nice block again by Downing, who got a stick on it and tries to tip it through. Two good stops made by Jake Downing there on some good shots. But Montana State still with possession of it, as they get another shot here to make something happen and extend their lead up to 9. A slip on the turf as Vernon goes down, and Vernon lost control of it. Play made by the Roadrunners, who send it a sprint along the sideline. And now the Roadrunners have a chance here to get set and put a play together. Last possession they had, they threw it away on the second pass. Weren't able to get a shot off, looking to at least get a few shots on goal here. Trying to come back into this one. Shot on net is wide right. They'll retain possession. Pass up the center, and a save. Nice save made there in the goal. And the Roadrunners get a chance on a nice wide pass deep up to the 50. And the Roadrunners give it right back. Pass on the inside. Shot on goal is good. A quick turnaround for Mackay Davis. And the Bobcats add to the lead, making it 9-1. And honestly, all of that started with a good save in goal for Montana State. You take a look here at that nice shot. It all started with the save in net and the good pass all the way up the field, getting that shot off. And it's a 9-1 game with 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Face-off forthcoming. Roadrunners scoop it up. Good scoop play made there by Gabe Adams. Adam holds onto it. And he's going to flush it out towards the left side of the field, going up the middle to Ryan Carlson. Carlson with the lone goal on that scorecard for the Roadrunners. Across the edge to Carlson. Carlson sends it up top. And around the edge to August. Travis Larkin now with it across the side. And they're going to try to get a shot on goal here as they go on the attack with 45 seconds on the play clock. Nothing happening there. Good defense. And it's up top once again to Jack Gillespie. Gillespie trying to find an edge. Has to go up and behind the net. Pushing it once again through the middle. Shot on goal is good. Joseph Machado. They took their time and were able to get the shot off with about 20 seconds on the play clock. And their first goal of the second quarter comes with 7 minutes remaining. And we'll take a look at the Obee's replay on the Machado goal. Joseph Machado, the junior, 5'9", 185 pounds, out of Chaparral High School in Parker, Colorado, gets the goal for the Roadrunners, a desperate goal that they've needed after being held scoreless since opening up this game with a goal. 9-2, still got a lot of work to do though. Montana's offense has been superb on attack. Montana State sends it around the corner for Mackay. Serrell. Back up top to Vernon. And around, they're going to circle the net one more time. Patterson across through the middle. Serrell with a shot off the crossbar and bouncing out. And a fight for the ball, loose ball on the ground. Stick lost on the turf. And the whistle blown. They reset the play clock, and Montana State will start over. Pass up the middle. Shot goes wide over top of the crossbar. And they will hold on to it. William Burrell with it. Now goes to Patterson. Patterson finds his lane. Good defense by a long stick in the center. Ball stopped down and trapped next to the net by Jake Downing. Downing abandons the crease to send it deep and finds his man down the sideline. And the Roadrunners with a chance as they sub and switch out their line. Braden Peters flips it over on the edge That's Travis Larkin. Larkin across, all the way back around. And they reset from beyond the 30. Little spin move made there on the corner, now going up past the 20 to the 10. And they reset behind for Machado, who just had that recent goal. Passes batted down and scooped up for Montana. Montana State throws the pass away, though, and the Roadrunners pick it back up. That's a big defensive play there, getting the possession back in their favor. And the Roadrunners trying to get clear. Travis Larkin checking out his lineup, seeing his options as the ball comes up to the top. Roadrunners keeping it around that perimeter, not going in too much. Braden Peters with it now on the attack. He's going to push in, and the ball gets batted down on the turf and flipped up. Got a good stick on it, but Montana State still holds on to the possession. And the Roadrunners do a switch on defense. Shot on goal is scooped up by Jake Downing and flipped back up to the Roadrunners, who keep it. Andrew Milan, a diving grab on that pass as he's trying to trap it on the turf. A little bit of stick play happening there, and they keep it out. And the Roadrunners hold on to it. Coming around the edge, trying to shake his defender is Machado. August with it now. August hits his man, Gabe Adams, coming back in. Machado beyond the arc. And back out to August. August makes a move, passes it inside. A tightly defended pass is scooped up for Montana State. Montana State will walk it back. Dexter Tedesco has it, and he will flip it off on the edge. And not much happening on that last possession for the Roadrunners. A 9-2 game here in the second. Pass up the middle. And around. Montana State still taking their time. Not putting too much pressure on, just staying around the perimeter. With 30 seconds now, spin move. Dexter still trying to make something happen here. Going through, and his shot is off left and behind the net and out of play. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout on the field. And with that, we'll take a timeout as well. 9-2, the score as Montana State holds a commanding lead. We're going to step aside and come back with more lacrosse after this.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Well, 9-2 the score here in this second quarter with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half between Montana State and Metro State. Montana with a commanding lead, 9-2, but Metro with a recent goal here, trying to just claw their way back into this one. Definitely, statistically at least, the underdogs in this one. Montana State with a 12-1 record so far this season, going up against a 6-3 record for Metro, but Metro's had some good moments here so far in this first half, and looking to just hold out on defense right here as Montana goes on the attack. Montana State, the Bobcats, around the corner to Patterson. Patterson with 2 goals, trying to make it a third, and a good stick save there made by Jake Downing, and he will leave the crease to send it deep. Downing has had some phenomenal saves this game. Just trying to get some help from his offense to put some goals up on the scoreboard. And a good hit near midfield. Lost control of it. Montana State goes back on the attack. That's a big hit put on for the Bobcats. Number 13 was the aggressor, Traven Miller. And actually, excuse me, that's Chase Egan who laid the hit. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Montana trying to close out this half with another goal as that one-timer goes wide left. Up the middle is Sorrell, and he throws it over. Looks like it might have tipped off that top crossbar and over the net. Out of play. And it looks like we might have a timeout taken by Montana State. And that is what's going to happen here. Montana State takes a timeout to discuss what's going on. We got 47 seconds here on this one. Montana up by 9, but I mean, if you know the sport of lacrosse, you know that that's not a safe lead by any means, especially if the Roadrunners can start to put some offense together. That's been the big difference for these two teams, is Montana State's time in possession has just been far and beyond the Roadrunners' time in possession. And the Roadrunners have had some good shots when they've been able to get open, but that defense for the Bobcats has been stellar. And pair that with a good offense, Roadrunners just kind of playing on their heels so far, and you can imagine that's going to be a lot of that conversation that they're going to have with head coach Tyler Ecke in the locker room during halftime. Montana State, they're one of those teams that we've been keeping our eye on all season long, trying to make it to the national tournament. And just a reminder, the winner of this conference tournament will go be a part of those top 16 teams in the country and play for a chance at the national championship. Montana State, they won the conference title in 2014, and in 2016 they went undefeated, 15-0 in their season, making it into that top 16 tournament. Both times that they made it to the national tournament, they did not win. But just an opportunity to be there is a very cool moment for any team that gets to be a part of that, especially coming from the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference. This is single elimination, so whoever loses this game, their weekend of playing is done. Montana loses control of the pass, and out it'll be maybe one last attempt here for the Roadrunners. Roadrunners with it, trying to make it a 9-3 going in, and a whistle blown. And it looks like Metro is going to take a timeout to discuss this. This is where you want to see Metro kind of get a play together and see if they can come out with a goal right into break. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we finish out the first half right here on FanView TV.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your U-Emergency app now.
Welcome back. The final 20 seconds of play here in this first half as the score is 9-2 Montana State over Metro State. Metro with possession right here. They've got 19 seconds to make it happen. Shot clock obviously turned off here in quarter number 2. Metro's going to have it. And they've got 19 seconds to make something happen here. Gavin with it around the edge. He's going to go on attack. And passing it around. Looking to get one, maybe 2 shots off, probably 1. They got 5 seconds here. Got to get it up center, and the pass goes over the top in the middle, and that should do it for the first half. 9-2, the score as we are through one half of play here in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference. 9-2 Montana State over Metro. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we've got the second half of action. So get some food, get some drinks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more lacrosse coming back after this.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it good?
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look,
Welcome back, everyone, to second half of action here at Canvas Stadium for the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament. Montana State and Metro going head-to-head right here as we are underway with the second half. All of this action brought to you, of course, by our very gracious sponsor, CSU Lacrosse. Big thanks to them for hosting this and allowing us to be here and talk about some good lacrosse happening out there on the field right now. As I mentioned, 9-2 the score. Montana State with a pretty dominating first half. Some good highlights on their end, but the Roadrunners, a couple moments of bright spots for them where they've been able to put some good shots on goal and get some scoring possessions to get back on track. Still a big hill for them to climb, though, trailing by 7. Montana State with possession here, and that's been the story of that first half, was their possession time. They have been in possession the majority of this game. And something that the Roadrunners are looking to overcome here is just being able to kind of flip that switch a little bit. Get the ball in their possession a little bit more as their defensive specialists holding strong, keeping that perimeter for the Bobcats. 7 seconds on the play clock. They got to make a move. Shot in and good. Serrell with the shot with the time winding down. And it's 10-2 just like that here in the second half. Serrell with another score. He had a couple in that first half. And he was able to get that one to fall through with time expiring. As you look at your Obee's replay there, that's a man just taking it himself and getting the job done. Didn't have time to really follow through with any plays there, just had to create some separation and get inside. As the Roadrunners will now take over on possession on the faceoff, and they'll have an opportunity to answer. Pass up across on the edge. The one hopper, mishandled and recovered. Metro now making a run for it. Shot, and it's off the side. A good stop there made by Awit. There's a shot on goal by Jack Gillespie. Montana State will recover it. Montana State, Zawicki in the net. A good shot on goal there for the Roadrunners, but and it turns it right back over. So the Roadrunners will bring it up the field on attack. Pass up the middle. Good lane. Shot on goal is good. And we've got a penalty marker. Ryan Carlson, his second goal. And we've got a penalty on Montana State, so they're going to get the goal counted and they're going to get a penalty. Here's a look. Carlson, very similar to his first goal. He was actually the first one to score in this entire match, as he got the Roadrunners off to an early start. And then from that point on, it was 6 goals in a row for the Bobcats before the Roadrunners were able to score again. Carlson with a nice shot there, and the Roadrunners win the faceoff. Chris Martin. Up in the middle, and Carlson has it. Carlson playing catch with it around the perimeter. Through the middle. Nobody behind the net. Try to keep control of those passes. They've had a couple turnovers on bad passes. As Carlson with it. Shot on goal, and a good save made there in the net by Zewick. Montana State now able to get the rebound and take it back their way. So Zwicky with a couple good saves in this third quarter, keeping his team ahead 10-3. Patterson with a couple goals in the first half. All the way around the edge, and Serrell also a small handful of goals in the first. Behind the net, they're going to circle it, looking for a chance to kind of scoop one in there, and Patterson can't get anything happening, and good D played by the long poles. Mishandled pass is gobbled up and thrown across. Shot inside, and Roadrunners pushing it up. A 3-on-2. Shot inside is blocked. Jonathan Serrell, excuse me, that was Joseph Machado who had the shot. He had one of the goals in the second period. Fighting for possession here. That stick knocks the ball out, and Montana State comes up with it as they send it up the middle, and Zwicky keeps it alive. Some aggressive play there on that side of the field in front of the net for Zwicky. But Montana State holds strong. Patterson with it, the fake on the high, and he goes low for the goal. Faked up high, went underneath as he got Jake Downing to reach for it. That is a beautiful shot. And it's 11-3. You'll see here on this Obee's replay, you'll see him fake high. And he just got Jake Downing's shoulders up just enough to be able to sneak that one underneath for the goal. 11-3 with 10 minutes remaining, as you see some fans enjoying the nice weather here in Fort Collins. A little bit of a breeze that's picked up here since midday. And as I say that, my papers start fluttering around on the table. 11:13 a.m. Mountain Time. The game coming up after this, Air Force and Utah State at 1:00 p.m. That's their face-off, and we'll have that coverage for you right here. So stick with us even after this one gets a completion. Montana State with it, trying to add to their lead. High pass is handled and brought around the crease. Through the middle, fakes the shot and up and gets it tipped out. Montana State does a good job of sticking with it. Mackay leaves the yard and pushes it up top. Patterson, spin move. Patterson dumps it up, 26 seconds on the play clock, and the Roadrunners with a good defensive stand. Throws it up, but throws it right away to Serrell. Serrell in the middle, and a block. Shot it right into the net of Jake Downing. Downing throws it center. That's a bit of a spark that you might need if you're Metro. Machado around the corner, on the edge. Downing has been superb inside the net. Roadrunners have some life on their bench as they send it around on the perimeter. Braden Peters to the corner, bounce pass is handled, thrown up the center. On the corner, shot from afar, one-timer, and it's good. Braden Peters with a shot right from the middle, and he just flung that one through for the goal. 11-4, and the Roadrunners riding that momentum of a good save on the other end by Jake Downing. Machado takes the assist. Peters with the completion. But this all got started from this save on that side by Downing. You see that, able to get his stick down, and here's the score on the other end. Drove that one to the net, and the Roadrunners pick up a good face-off here as they take it. High pass is covered. Roadrunners trying to build on some momentum here that they have seen a bit of a spark with 8 minutes to go here in this third quarter. And that ball tipped away, poked out by the long pull. Down on the ground is it. And they're able to walk out with it. That's Cooper Ahrens. Now Montana State on the drive, trying to get it through, and it is high and blocked out. That was good defensive play there for the Roadrunners. But Cerro will have it from the corner. Up the middle and a mishandled pass, but no one was there except for the Bobcats, so they hold on to it. Shot inside, goes high and right, and over the net, over the crossbar. Cerro still back behind the net, will hold possession. Throws it middle, up for it, and another great save by Downing. Jake Downing, the senior, went to Thomas Jefferson High School in Denver, Colorado, and he has some big saves on his scorecard tonight. The Roadrunners trying to take advantage. They did this last time coming off a big save from Downing. He sparked some momentum, and then they were able to capitalize on the goal. Trying to do that again. Pass up the middle, incomplete, trying to hook one through, and a good save by Zawicki. Zawicki was there, and they poke it out. Montana State with it. Patterson up top, checks in for Vernon Lux. Shot on goal is good. Shot on goal, Cerro and Lux combining for the completion, make it 12-4.
Goal number 11, Jonas Cerro. Assist number 12, Reese Fox.
So a nice play there by Cerro. As you see the assist from earlier, and then just flings it through. Downing has had some good saves so far in this period, but just not able to hold on to that one. Montana State gets the face-off win as well, and they lose the ball. On the ground, gets the scoop back and resets. Five and a half minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. Out near the 35. We got 45 seconds on the play clock here. They push it up the center. Shot on goal over the crossbar and wide on the one-timer is no good. Pass up. And a reset here. 30 seconds now on the play clock. 2 men behind the net. Trying to get the shot off again, and that's the third one that goes up and over. And they will now have 19 seconds to get this one through. Cerro trying to make it happen again. Cerro finds a lane, and it's blocked by Downing. It's right at his feet. He does not know that. And that time he finally figures it out and scoops it up. Another good save by Jake Downing. And now the Roadrunners with the tall task of getting the ball on their side of the field. A good aggressive play from Montana State. Now they do. And push out of bounds, and the flag coming here on Montana State. Looks like Montana State, Vernon Lux, got a little aggressive there. Pushing Braden Peters out of bounds. And the flag came out right after that. It looked like Lux was actually kind of shaken up a little bit. And it's going to be a one-man advantage for the Roadrunners. So the Roadrunners got to take advantage of this here. A 1 minute man advantage for Metro. Got to find some offense here. Down by a few. Shot on goal is saved by Zwicky. Good shot made there by Ryan Carlson. But Zwicky was there. Montana State with it now. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 12-4 the score. Much slower quarter for Montana State, even though they're still in a good lead. Much slower than we saw in that second quarter. Only a couple goals here in quarter number 3. Spin move up the middle, running into a wall, and that ball is dropped on the turf, but gobbled up and recovered by the Roadrunners. High pass going in. Running it up is Braden Peters. Peters did a good job getting that ball all the way up onto their side. Shot coming in, spin move, shot on goal, and good. Counted on the board for Travis Larkin. 12-4.
Goal by number 17, Travis Larkin.
Travis Larkin, nice little spin move, turnaround, and a quick shot near the crease to get this one in. Take a look at the Obee's subs replay. There's a little spin move right here that just almost kind of Cale McCarred him. Spun right around him and left him behind, had a little bit of a lane and sends it through. Roadrunners have had a lot of success winning the faceoff after a goal. Trying to just take advantage of that. Long pull, doing some damage. A good scoop and recover by the Bobcats. Bobcats pushing it up and retreat it to the attackers. Patterson. On the top, and he'll send it over to Billy Diffley. Diffley around the edge, and they'll circle the net. Patterson once again with it. Sends it up to Dexter Tredasco. Again circling the net. Patterson with a shot on goal. Wide left. Under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. 42 seconds on the play clock. Serrell with it, trying to find an opening, and Serrell, another goal for him tonight. I don't have his official stat sheet in front of me, but he's got at least 3, maybe 4 goals so far in this game. So a fabulous showing right now for Jonathan Serrell. That one, no fake, no nothing, just got around his defender and found that right corner of the net. So with under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, it's a 13-5 match. Roadrunners, another face-off win here. We got an injured player up at the 50 for the Roadrunners. That's Gabe Adams. Gabe Adams, the freshman, 6 foot, 175-pound midfielder from Denver, Colorado. As I mentioned before this match started, got a lot of local guys. It's only a small handful of players. Actually, three players on Metro's roster that are not from Colorado. Got a New York, a California. It looks like a Minnesota. Here come the Roadrunners on the attack. Good scoop and save there by Zawicki. And Zawicki sends it. He's got a really good inbound from that net. He does not miss his man down the field very often. 13-5, minute 14 remaining in the third. Montana State in control of the possession here around the crease. Patterson from behind the net. He switched off with Serrell for that position. Pushing the paint here. Back to Patterson. Patterson trying to find a little bit of a lane. Shot on, and it's good. Patterson knew exactly what he wanted, and he just worked his way right to his spot and found an opening. Make it 14-5.
Goal, number 0, Will Patterson. Assist, number 16, Billy Billfield.
Will Patterson, another goal for him. Numerous multi-goal games for the players on this Montana State team. Montana State wins the face-off here and are pushing it quickly up through the middle. But a little too aggressive there as the ball left the basket and is on the ground. Roadrunners trying to scoop and take it. Still struggling to get it, just pushing it around. And now Montana State finally keeps up with it. And Patterson is guarded heavily. Has to regain possession, and now he does, and now they'll reset. High pass goes up and out, and it will be Roadrunner ball with 8 seconds on the clock. Roadrunners will just have to take a quick shot. They're just running it straight up. 3 seconds, and they throw it away. And that'll be it for the third quarter. 14-5 the score as we're through 3 here in Fort Collins. And we'll take a break. You're watching college lacrosse right here on FanView TV.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it good?
Sponsor CSU Lacrosse, making all of this possible. Big thanks to them, as well as our great production team here at Stream It Sports, who's been manning the cameras, the replays, all the good stuff here, making all of this happen. So a lot of fun stuff happening. And we've got some big games on our hands. Metro State and Montana State playing right now. After that, we've got Air Force and Utah State coming up right next. Commanding lead for the Bobcats, 14-5 over Metro. And the Roadrunners with it to start the fourth quarter. They've got a lot of work to do. A lot of catching up to do, but they showed some promise there in that third quarter. Good pressure there and a shot well off the goal for Metro's number 11, Joseph Machado. Machado has a goal in the second quarter, but has been relatively quiet since then. Nice shot on goal there for Machado. And it'll be brought in by Trevor Bachman. Bachman's pass is out, and it'll stay in possession of the Roadrunners. You get August inbound. He runs it in and has to expand the perimeter to keep it alive. Now a hustle play coming and a bounce pass, a bounce shot, I should say, from Braden Peters is no good. Metro trying to get a shot here. 10 seconds on the play clock. They got to make something happen. They're getting hounded. Have to get it off. They got 3 seconds. Someone's got to take a shot. Yep, they ran out of time. And that's that defense. Those long pulls wreaking havoc on the Roadrunners attack. So Zawicki surveys and finds Sorrell near the 50. Metro is a relatively young program. They only made it to their first trip to the conference championship in 2016. And the next year after that, they won their first conference championship in 2017. But they've been slowly starting to kind of pick up steam since then. In 2019, they went 7-0 in that season before the pandemic happened and the season was cut short. But they've had some very good years since becoming a program, as a shot on goal for Montana State is good. Number 27 for the Bobcats, Joseph Borup, with the goal, makes it 15-5. But a lot of promise for this Metro Roadrunners team, as they're just starting to build on this program. And we'll take a look at this last goal by Borup. Coming around and just a little jump shot and finds the net. You know, on the other side of that, though, Montana State, their program started in 2003. They won the conference title in 2014. And the 2016 team went undefeated, 15-0 that year. And they've had a pretty good, successful run since becoming a legitimate program, like I said, in 2003. And also something to mention, Coach Kelly holds 7 D2 first team honors as head coach, as the Roadrunners looking to get a shot on, and a block by Zawicki. Good block there. So a lot of success that this Montana State team has had over the last 20 years. Pass going high and wide over the head of an outstretched long pull, and it wasn't able to get picked up by the Roadrunners. They're still fighting for it. That ball is just floating up in the air. Montana State in possession of it right now. I mentioned coming out of halftime how the Roadrunners really needed to work on their possession time. That first half was just dominated possession time-wise by the Bobcats, but it feels like so far the second half, I mean, it's still been in favor of the Bobcats, but Metro has done a very good job of kind of holding in there, getting some good face-off wins and getting a couple good shots on goal. And it's paying off. It's still trailing by 10. With 11:15 to go, Montana State working around with 8 seconds on the play clock. Got to middle it so they can get a shot on goal. Shot on goal with 3 seconds to go, and the play clock is good. Makai Davis, another goal for him. That's a dagger shot right there for the Bobcats. They had 3 seconds to go in the play clock before that one was expiring, and able to center it and get a clean shot for the goal. Face off at the 50. And Metro State comes up with it. A trailer, 3-on-1. Following in the corner, and a good hit put on by the defense. Ball still on the ground. It's getting scooped around. Still rolling around, and now a whistle is blown. And it'll be Montana State possession on their side of the field. Looks like there might be a shot clock issue. Yep, they want to reset it. And there they go. Montana State with another shot here. Up 16-5. Circling the net a few times. Montana State does a good job just using this time to, survey their defense, see what's going on, and find an opening. Sorrell, they're just playing catch with it, doing a little circle drill. And taking time off the clock as well. As really is just a game of pass. Wait until one of them sees an opening. And there they go. Ball on the ground with 17 seconds. Making some time. Play in space. Makai Davis took time off the clock with 12 seconds to go in the play clock. And now it's 17-5.
His fourth of the day.
Take a look at the Obee's replay here. I mean, they played pass with it for a while, and then Makai Davis from the middle on the run makes it happen. Aggressive face-off. Ball still on the ground. The face-off win for Montana State. Montana State looks like they're going to just kind of keep passing this one. As I mentioned earlier, taking time off the clock, just surveying the defense. Got 8 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. They're just holding on to possession. Sorrell sends this one in the middle. And they're going to go for it here. 30 seconds. Ball sneaks out of the basket. And it is dished over to the goalie, Jake Downing. Downing under pressure from Sorrell. And Downing gets his pass blocked. Downing has to scoop it up. Tries to keep it, and Downing loses control of it. No one in the net. Shot is good. No one was there. Downing had committed trying to get that one out. There was no one defending in that net. It's 18-5 with 7 minutes 52 seconds remaining. So far this has all been Montana State.
Goal number 27, Joey.
Bobcats came in here and are proving a point in enemy territory in Colorado. Roadrunners just trying to spark something here, anything, to get back on the board. With how Montana State's been playing, seems like a very high mountain to climb. And a reminder, these are single elimination games, so the loser of this one, as the shot goes on off the net and over the crossbar, the loser of this game goes home. The winner moves on for a bid to play in the national tournament. As I mentioned earlier, Metro has only been to that tournament once. Montana State having been there twice, but has never won a game in that national tournament. Pass up at the top, and 6 minutes 45 seconds remaining with 40 seconds on the play clock. In the middle, they had a man there, got the rebound, and it snaked out of the bracket. And it's on the ground. Penalty flag coming up. So flag down on the play. So it looks like it was on Montana State on the penalty for unnecessary roughness. And a one-man advantage. Roadrunners on the attack here. Trying to take advantage of the one-man advantage and lose control of it to Zawicki. Zawicki slips up in the end zone and flings it off. So Montana State breaks the one-man advantage and brings it up. And now Montana State shorthanded right now behind the net. Montana State stretching their legs out a little bit here, just finishing out this game. 18-5 is the score. And they are at full strength now. Montana State breaks through being shorthanded. And now they're going to keep it around the perimeter until they need to make a play here. 20 seconds on the play clock. Hustling up center and throws it across and out. And that'll go way out of the tunnel. The wind has picked up here. It is a beautiful day. And I'm sure that turf is a lot hotter than it is up here. We're in the wind tunnel up here as the shot goes on net. Browning downing with the save. But the wind has been pretty mild up until now, so that might be picking up a little bit as this game finishes and our next game gets underway right after this. Roadrunners getting hounded with the ball. It looks like it's going to be Montana State possession on an offsides. So Montana State will push it up. Try to get a couple more shots in the middle. Behind the head and the score. William Burrell. Nice little theatrics there on that play. And it's 19-5. The second behind the head scoring play we've seen so far this morning. Always love these. There's a little fake to the front hand and scoops it behind the back. It's a play I would never be able to make even if I tried. 19-5, 4 minutes, 21 seconds. The Roadrunners with it now, running down the sideline. And they're going to reset at the point. Nice little flip shot up to Mitch Ford. Ford on the edge to Jack Gillespie, and Gillespie has it on the corner. Gillespie thought about throwing it out to Machado, but instead he holds on to it. August with it now, and August breaks center towards the crease. Tries to find the middle. Too many sticks in that pass. And it'll be Montana State. The shot goes through. Actually, I lost track of that one. That ball was passed all the way up the field. It looks like we got a goal on our hands. I had completely lost where that one was. But it ends up in a Montana State goal, so 20-5. Joseph Burrup with the score. So another goal for Montana State, as this one has pulled away from the Roadrunners. A violation on the faceoff will send it to the Roadrunners. Roadrunners trying to finish on a positive note here, down by 15. Ball's hanging out around the perimeter. And now they make a move through the center. Nice little bounce shot, but it's fielded up. Bad inbound pass, shot off the sidebar, and it's no good. Roadrunners retain possession, but a good look there. Just hit that side of the post. And they get their own rebound. Ryan Carlson can't get the shot through. And the good save made there for Montana State. And they actually, they saying that one was a goal? Looks like they might have said that one was a goal. So it was. So they do count the goal, 28. Marshall Griffin with the goal. Making it 20-6. We'll take a look. At first, and it was kind of a hesitation by the officials on calling this one. It looked like Zawicki might have held it. Oh, yep, there it is. So a nice goal made for the Roadrunners to finish this game out. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Now Montana State taking their time here. They are looking to improve their record to 13-1 overall. And after a few more rounds of playing pass like this, they will likely be able to accomplish that. Moving to 13-1 here with under 2 minutes remaining. This is game one of the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Division II tournament. Shot is blocked by a long pull, and it will be Montana State with 21 seconds on the play clock. Passing it inside, little spin move around the corner, and it'll be Roadrunners on the turnover. Pass well up, and Montana State first to the ball, but they miss it. Ball still on the ground. Montana State off the crossbar for the Roadrunners. That shot by Carlson didn't miss by much, just to the right of Zawicki's outreached arms. Just an unlucky bounce there for Carlson, who had a good shot at it. Looking for his third goal. Instead, we are at 40 seconds remaining. Shot on net is over the side. Stops the clock at 55 seconds for play clock, 34 seconds for the game clock. 20-6 the score. Machado around the side, tries to break an edge, and gets his stick caught up in traffic. Pass through the middle is out the backside, and Montana State should be able to run this one out. Pass up the middle on the ground, bouncing, and the Roadrunners have it. They'll look to get one more shot on goal, and it's blocked. 4 seconds now. It looks like a little shaken up is Zawicki. Actually, that's Connor Brock who's in the net. And he's a little shaken up, but he's okay. And they blow the whistle, and that will do it. 20-6 the score as the Montana State Bobcats pick up the Game 1 victory in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament. And we'll move on to the next round. And for the Roadrunners of Metro, their season comes to an end here in Fort Collins. That'll do it for us and our coverage of this game. The final score 20-6, but as I mentioned earlier, don't go anywhere. Stick around because we've got another fantastic game coming up after this. We've got Air Force and Utah State going head-to-head. That face-off starts at 1 o'clock, or is slated to start at 1 o'clock. So go get a drink, go relax a little bit, and take the dog on a walk, and then come back, and we've got some more action coming up for you right after this. But as we send you off, we'll watch some good highlights of this game between these two teams, Metro and Montana State, putting a fun one out there on the turf. From myself, Christian Size, and our production team, as well as CSU Lacrosse for making this possible, thanks so much for watching, and we'll hopefully see you in about an hour.